Yeah, I can't actually think of what's the last Eurocentric expansion that they did. I guess like the England one, right? But that was like a flavor. That was like a flavor pack, right? And not like an actual expansion or however they distinguish these things. Yeah. The Yuan. Oh, what? Yeah, the Manchu just or what? Yeah. That's the Qing Empire, the Qing one. Okay, so that actually, oh, so that's actually pretty interesting because, well, this is kind of semi-unrelated. Like, China is now like, there. It makes more sense for them not to expand, right? Because I guess like with the mandate of heaven, it kind of like, or like their little mandate mechanic, it makes like a little bit of sense not to expand because you want weak neighbors, but as a player, you know, you want to use China's incredible early game to just expand, right? And now you don't, or at least not a lot. Right. So, what nation did you have in mind? Yeah. It covers like everything though. Like it's focused on India, but it actually like the policy rework and the government rework, you know, makes kind of everything good. All right. Okay. I'm kind of like looking to. I'm not gonna like if you're gonna play Burgundy, I'm not gonna play something that's like, yeah, I guess I'll. If you're playing Burgundy, I guess I'll play these guys. Good tie. Um, I mean the Mamluks are definitely interesting. Uh, they're in relative proximity to where you are. Just looking at what kind of ideas they have. I think the Mamluks have custom missions. I'm pretty sure. It'd be kind of weird. I think in Cradle of Civilization they got custom missions. So yeah, I think I'll play the Mamluks then. Relatively close. You still there, player? Playing the Mamelukes. They're relatively close to you. They didn't want to like play anything that's like too far away, if because that kind of defeats the whole point of multiplayer, doesn't it? It's like I'll play Japan then, or something like that. It's like, yep, I'll see you in 200 years or something when we can actually do things. I wonder if like I hope their missions aren't just like fall apart and then fall apart part two or whatever the fuck. My one decision is surrender to the Ottomans. It's like, yep, okay, surrender to France. Okay, I don't have a lot of missions. I have literally the same missions that all Sunnies have, and I have the Mamluk uh, missions, which are Alexandria trade. I must have the trade embargo of Venice, and then I have Bedouins and subjugate the Bialiks. So that's that. Let's look at the. Like what? Which one? Right, right, right. Fuck, I hate it how I've got like claims on like areas, and I'm like, fuck, I have to go to the areas and find these places. Um, Syrian desert. Oh yeah, lovely. I already have Syria, so I mean it's not. And Nafuluk, Tabuk, and then Bedouins. Aleppo. There it is. Isel. Oh, that's my. That's weird. Okay. Subjugate the Felix. Jeez, these are some fucking like snaky ass areas that I get claims on. Oh, I can tell you one thing, like the missions you get as the Mamelukes fucking pale in comparison to the missions you have as the Mamluks fucking pale in comparison to the fucking ones you get as like say the Russians or whatever the hell, which are incredibly bullshit, those missions. Okay, so let's see. I think I'll just ally myself with old Timmy here. Improve relations with Timmy. Let's see, are we trading? We are trading. Okay, but like a lot of my trade is being stolen by the fucking bastards that are the who's and what's it's. Okay. Who will be my friend? No one that is important, really. I guess you, but I don't think you'll be fighting the Ottomans for me. I mean, maybe you will, I don't know, but like, I'm gonna ally myself with these guys. Should I? Let's see, offer line. Man, the offer line screen is so good. Oh, as the Mamluks, I can like see the Ming as well. That's pretty good. start with 2 subjects. Okay. So I start with claims on anything? No. I guarantee Cyprus, which is something. How long will that last? I don't know. I'm gonna improve relations with the Austrians to see if I can get the Austrians to like me. I have to warn you, I have literally not played the Mamelukes in like a couple of years. Yeah, it really is. Oh, right, well, what the hell is my ruler's culture then? Fucking Circassian, are you fucking kidding me? Oh, he's 72, alright. Yeah, as the Mamelukes, like, I get, like, bonuses to, like, quote-unquote multiculturalism, but I'm really incentivized to, like, have only one culture. So, that's gonna be a goal of mine. Alright, so I've got my diplomats promoting those guys over there. Those guys over there. Let me just fucking clear all this shit off my desk and get my, you know, make sure that I have, like, the proper APM to fucking play this game. Okay. Again, no WASD controls. Rivals. I guess it's gonna have to be the Ottomans, because fuck the Ottomans. It's gonna have to be Venice too. So the enemies of my enemies. Surely I can get a relationship with Austria based solely on mutual hatred for the Mamluks, right? Or for the Mamluks? For the Venetians. Seems like something I can do. The Great Horde, but I feel like the Great Horde is just gonna get fucking owned though the second. But they're somewhat useful. Oh yeah, I'm fucking guaranteeing these fucking places. I guess I'll take my last elimination, so that's nice. Right, I'm pretty much ready. So, you may fire when ready, number 1. And to trail myself down this fucking trail, I need to trade embargo Venice. That doesn't seem like that's something that's very hard for me to accomplish. Right. Are you ready? Oh, okay. No, don't worry about it. I need to stop guaranteeing Cyprus because really, I'm literally only doing it so that like I guess Venice is less likely to fucking do shit, but it doesn't seem like it's very worth.
It's just like the AI wants to do that.
Guess I'll hate Lithuania too because they hate me. Okay. All right, Austria. You know you wanna. Think Hijaz is my subject. Yes, they are. Okay. Too few rivals. Well, now that is something. One thing that's kind of like a mild issue, I'd say, in my current predicament is that the both the Venetians and the Ottomans are like enemies of each other anyway, right? So me kind of like wading into that shit um, is not like, oh, it doesn't even cost anything to buy. Okay, me like wading into that shit is not exactly like it's not exactly gonna be great. Alright, Cyprus, I'm sorry, but I will revoke my guarantee. I just don't have the diplomatic power to do so. Or to do otherwise. Meanwhile, fuck you, Austria, and your too many fucking relations. But I'm fine. Great Horde. Just royal marrying everybody up in this. Right, yeah, these guys are. They get to be Egyptian. I'm already culturally enriching people. That is something. Will they allow me just? Okay, good. Yeah, I was about to say like that would violate like a whole bunch of like neutrality standards of some kind if I could do this, but I think I still can. Fortunately, we're allies, so that's nice. I'm pretty sure if I understand the mechanics of this game properly, which is always an incredibly dangerous sentence to say, I think what'll happen once if I like have my guys stand in my allies' territory and then declare a war and then call my allies in, they'll get black flagged if I'm not mistaken. But it's always like dangerous because I am very prone to fucking shit like this up. This is like exactly the kind of shit that will mess me up here. I'm like, with my sick IQ 4000 plays, I can do this crap, and then it's like, oh, turns out I actually cannot. Man, the Amir start with like a whole bunch of like territory under their control. They're very influential, which is a little bit of a problem. No, they know. They seem to understand. Did they just make like new allies? They might have. Yeah, that's fine. I fear them not. certainly not gonna win this fucking Stellar Generals Award over here. I once, in that game that I was playing, like the Ibadian Federation or whatever. This is merchants.
Were you
Okay.
actually in that?
Yeah, of course. Like I rolled like the first general I rolled was like fucking, I think he was like 5 shock, 6 fire, and nothing else, and he was just like without any like traditions or whatever the hell. So he literally rolled the max number of pips and allocated them both into direct combat things, if you know what I mean. That was pretty good. That guy carried me far until I hit the old soft expansion limit. Okay, the Timurids are friendly with me. Unfortunately, Sunny is like the worst. I think Sunny is like literally the worst of the Islamic religions in terms of bonus, because it's a whole 10% cavalry to infantry ratio, Pilarn. I know you can barely contain your excitement. Yeah, Shia is better, but I mean, like, fuck. I'm not good enough to where I can, like, do a strat where I convert myself to Shia and not hate myself, you know, just for that 5%. Well, no, I would have gotten that even if I was Shia. You know what I mean? Because it's just the school that I subscribe to. It's just, I just get their newsletter, if you know what I mean. But yeah, that is like a good one. The other one is the development one. Ooh, that is, sure. I just got an event that just gave me some Muslim archers somewhere, and gave me a little bit of unrest. That is something. What that outweighs it. Sure. I got the naval doctrine boarding because I figured that I'm gonna get into scrapes a lot, and it's gonna be better for me to be like, the whole minus 15% maintenance isn't gonna help me in like a war situation, but the 33% capture chance is, and galley combat. Like I was pretty much considering galley combat or the capture chance, and I ended up going for the capture chance because I'm a cheapskate or something. But I. Alright, well, if he likes it, then that must mean there's something to it, right? No, you know, considering like I gave the galley combat like a good considering because you know the whole actually I can I should probably make the fucking Ottomans an important nation. They are fighting the Venetians. That's interesting. Yep, let's do that. Yeah. Oh, that's quite good. They have like any way of bullying them. What's their naval situation like? I'll make these an Egyptian. Well, I'm about to consider going to war with the Venetians, so give me a little bit. I just want to see what their, oh man, they added some fucking screens and a half. Let's see. Oh my god. I think their navy absolutely shits on mine, though. That's kind of the problem. Because they're currently fighting the Ottomans, you see. I don't really like mysticism, but I do want that yearly legitimacy. Yeah, they are kind of like, how are the Ottomans actually? They're slightly winning the war, but the Venetians have absolute naval supremacy. So, yeah, no, there's no point in me waiting in there. And I'm about to go to war with Shamar. I'm just kind of like waiting for my like I'm about to like diplo vassalize somebody, at least ideally, and I'm just kind of waiting for the for that to finish, and then I'm gonna go to war. How are the Austrians doing? I mean, I've gotten to the point where the Austrians would almost consider being friends with me if they didn't have so many other friends. No, don't. Do not. Like, you don't have to do that. I think the Austrian. I could, like, placate the Hungarians, but the reason I didn't want to do that, necessarily, is because I have a strange sense that, they might lose their independence to the Austrians at some point. But until they do, I guess they could make a good ally. Yeah, well, it's for minus 40% too many diplomatic relations, so I don't know if like if that's like 10 for every dude that they're over their relationship with, or what. Okay. Bastards. I actually have 2 missionary. Shit. that feeling when you're too poor to build up to your force limit. Okay, so I'm losing money. How is this possible? Fort maintenance. Oh Jesus Christ, I'm paying a lot in that. Ooh, fuck, that was a lot of fort maintenance. $6 fucking bucks in fort maintenance. Jesus Christ. I mean, it's good to have a lot of forts, but fuck me. That was a lot of money. Yeah! Bam! Building up to my force limit so they accept vassalization. Medina. Making all these tiny friends. God, it like, I have to take these dudes over because I've got claims on them, but they would just like, they would just diplomatically accept vassalization. So that is quite funny. I don't know how many. Oh, they're fucking at war with people. All right, then that's good. That means I can take these things from them. Sure. But, like, yes, absolutely. Like, 2 diplomats is just, it's like just too little. Like, I think that's like, I think even like the devs know that having like 2 diplomats is just not enough to do what you want. So that's why you get 3 diplomats quite so quickly. Meanwhile, I should probably actually. I mean, those guys are. Oh, Jesus Christ. Well, if you just. If you look at fucking Aquala La Kunu or whatever the hell, they're just being attacked by everybody and their mom. Oh, these are fucking deserts. I need to not move in with like 4 billion troops. What am I doing? Yeah, MLG plays. At least my vassals are very much just occupying that territory. Oh yes, yes, all this 6-7 development will be mine. Fuck me. Hey, it's free claims, you know. Very much worth, as they would say. God, it really changed like the way or this thing is really changing the way I like look at taking land. Like it's kind of crazy how much I'm taking it into consideration because like I mean I don't know about you but like fucking just if you only have limited amounts of states, having them all be fucking deserts doesn't seem like a like a great way to go about things. It's kind of sad whether I earn money or not. It's kind of dependent on how many fucking forts I have thingied. Are these, yeah, these guys still have like the stupid coring cost increase, but that guy would accept vassalization, so against Tunis, which would effectively rob him as an ally. I think I'll fucking just have to get like the influence ideas or whatever the hell, like just so that I can maintain far more alliances than this and far more vassals, kind of like more importantly, because I really like seem to just be able to win a lot of my battles just with the pen as opposed to the sword over here.
Well, I think that's so
I think it's because relatively I'm like I have like 43 like thousand soldiers, and I think that just means that like I just have so many more troops than the enemy does, or than like the people around me do, that they're just all, you know, bowing to my superiority. But I'm gonna make use of that for sure, and I can invite a scholar. Oh, I mean, yeah, that's nice. Lose 50 admin power, minus 5 administrative tech cost. Is that worth it? I mean, how long does he stay, a scholar, when you invite him? Let's see. He stays for 20 years. That's pretty fucking good, actually. That's pretty good. Oh, Jesus. Caravans raided. Da, 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 da. Surely aristocracy ideas gives you more legitimacy. No, it doesn't. Can't believe aristocracy ideas does not give you like more legitimacy for a thing. Influence, blah, blah, blah. Yeah, and policies are a much bigger deal now because, you know, obviously you can already just take the whatever one you get, you can just take it for free. So it's not even a choice anymore. There's no reason to not do it, I should say. Oh wow, that's pretty good. Yeah, that seems pretty legit. That seems a pretty fucking legit option. There we go, let's do this. Bam! I got rid of one of my vassals, and I improved the Mecha province.
Oh, you gotta,
Yeah, there was a mission that I could do that. No, I had a mission where I could effectively do that, which is nice. Yeah, a mission. I fulfilled by like I didn't even realize, but by Diplo vassalizing those guys, right? I had a mission that was like effectively consolidate them. Like I had like an option, right? Like that mission gave me an option, which was like consolidate like this place or not, effectively, and I was like, yes, I'd like to have my Diplo slot back, please. So yeah, that's nice. Sure, I'll let you. Oh, what? Did I eclipse Venice? Is that a thing that happened? Turns out, yes. Okay. Well, that is something then, isn't it? Yeah, you get a lovely amount of power, and I need to. I guess because I guess it's bad to embargo them if I'm no longer thing with them. In all honesty, dude, I don't fully understand how the embargo mechanic works. It says we have costly embargoes against Venice. Oh, whatever. Stop my embargo, I guess. Revoke embargo. Yeah. In all honesty, I never really like do much in the whole embargo system. Hey, conversion successful. This changes everything. It's the Renaissance.
prestige now.
Fucking what? Alright, well, I guess I'll just do a fucking insult on these guys. What is this? Scorn for insult will double the loss of fame and also make their enemies like us more. It costs 5 prestige. Oh, I need to have -2. Okay, that's interesting. I mean, it's memey, but it's interesting. It seems like a very powerful thing to do, really. Build up force limit, lovely. Okay, now take a while to do things, that's fine. Okay, activate all flights. There, that's the button I want to do. Alright, I've managed to successfully, like, trap Akunlu because they, like, I fucking reactivated the fucking force fields of the fortifications.
Bring up the shields, Captain. These guys.
And bam! And their force is gone. Lovely. Can I enforce anything at Akunlu? They can release Syria, which seems like a horrible fucking idea for me. Just give me your money. They're like, we won't pay you our money. And I'm still confused. Oh, Dolkadir has gotten big. That's interesting. That is really quite interesting. How much development has Dolkadir? I mean, Dolkadir has they've got the province of Karaman. I think it might be worth having Dolkadir in my little pocket of dudes that I want to protect. Thinking about getting religious ideas first, but now it looks like influence ideas first will be very good. Yeah. Yeah. Are you gonna form the Netherlands, by the way? They are really powerful nowadays. Or are you gonna just like slowly replace France?
It's like, I kind of, this is why I kept transferring because I'm not sure. I would be honest with you, it's team.
See how you wanna play it. War reportations and do you trade? Sure, why not? Huzzah, money. And now this war that's lasted for like 4 years, which was over in like the first second, pretty much. Well, it's Fadihil, whatever. I think it's in a core of their territory. I mean, yeah, sure. I'm a nice overlord. Matter of fact, I'm so nice you can have it all, Fadihil. You can have that fucking useless desert. There you go. Never let it be said that I don't reward my subjects. Yeah. Yeah. It's like, yep, do I wanna like have that fucking sick like 4 development or whatever the hell, or like no, I think it's at least 6 development. Do I want that fucking 6 development as one of my states or no?
I think the option's pretty,
They're allied with Kwarakulu, which are at war with Vipas. I would probably pass allies with me, but these guys will ally with me. Oh my god, I really should have like paid attention to what the situation of Hungary was before I fucking allied with them. Turns out they're in a bit of a fucking shit show over there.
insane stuff.
God, the lack of hotkeys in this game. The fucking moth. I know, but you know. What am I, fucking a Roomba? Yeah, well, it's just like shit like fucking Mothball All Forts should be a hotkey, but it isn't. It's like, fuck me. This is why this game isn't a fucking esport yet, Pilar. Well, here's hoping that Hungary comes out of that alright. And otherwise, I'll have to drop them as part of my super alliance program or whatever. Yeah, but they have like a 17,000 Wallachian separatists that looks like they're gonna just enforce their demands, and that is a solid like 50 development that's just gonna like flip away from them, if you know what I mean. And that's their frontier with the Ottomans, which is the one that I care about, you know.
How can you say I should not build a docking Picardy? I'm losing two sailor losing one sailor a month.
Yeah.
Shit. It's like the fucking Papist Romans
No, Jesus. How will you do?
So I sold two ships for 120. They cost 50 to build. Is that sailors that they're talking AIs like their cannons?
What?
So
Oh
the
wow, I'm
heavies,
fucking
right,
stupid.
cost 50 gold to build,
Yes.
and
Yeah.
I sold two for 120,
Yeah.
which is 60 per way.
Yeah. I mean, well, I think it's like build time. You know, it takes a fucking year to build them. So I think you're paying not necessarily just for the sailors, but for like the fact that it's instant.
Well, I mean, the AI wants to pay for it, but okay.
We just build ships and sell it to people, and I literally like I spaced out. So the dudes that I'm attacking, or I was going to attack, are getting attacked by Ethiopia and are going to get eaten by Ethiopia. So that feels bad. Um, but Ethiopia's fucking horrendous allies. Holy shit. Like they are not doing great. So I mean, I guess they're kind of like making their life fucking hard because they're like rather than me having to move the border up to them, they're moving their border up to me. So that's something what they're doing right there. Let me go there. Oh, hey, conquest against Ethiopia. How unpredictable. Burgundy's gonna work on Liège.
See,
Hey.
it didn't say they wouldn't join.
Okay. Ethiopia.
Defensive, guys. Boy, guys.
God, it takes a longer time than I imagined to like bottle these dudes over from the north to the south. But yeah, the nice thing about the fucking Mamluks is I have the ability to form Arabia, right, which is quite doable for me. And I also have the ability to form Egypt. I assume those two are mutually like exclusive, but you know, it's it's nice. It's in a you're in a nice position, though. You know, you're no Ottomans, but you're definitely not that much weaker than the Ottomans now. I'd say. Like I think previously you were like just kind of uber fucked. You're still weaker, but you're not like you have your own gimmicks. You know.
I guess I'm not lost yet.
Yes. There's this strategy that I've really like hung on to in this game, which is just if you're ever in a fight with somebody, just roll higher than them. So, like I feel like that really has carried me through many victories. Right, Ethiopia, you're getting fucked now. I don't know why they would like consider being my ally at some point, but oh, it looks like those guys over there are dudos. Do like that it auto raises my forts. That's quite nice. But oh, the white sheep and the black sheep are attacking each other. Sheep wars. Yeah. The battle of the mutton. Okay, this is. I think I always want fucking better urban infrastructure. Yeah. Yeah. Okay, I don't know if you remember this, but you you as an empirical you have infinite manpower in the form of Slacken recruitment standards. Yeah. Okay. Okay. Good. I know it might not be like. I feel like I better say that now than say that like 400 years later when it might have been useful to you at some point. Because professionalism. Oh jeez, I don't know how much I started with. I started with 10 as well, most likely, because I'm at 11 right now. So. Yeah. No, I don't drill either. I just the way I fucking drill is by just going to war, you know. The AI is fucking microwing that 2-stack, and that is annoying. Fucking 2-stack microwing bastards. But yeah, so I like that's the nice thing about the fucking diplomacy in this is that so Fez was like an ally of Tunis, right? But I just like vassalized them, so that just completely switched their allegiance pretty much. They have absolutely nothing to do with Tunis now. So that was that's also a way to fucking like get rid of those allies, because fuck eating that increased coring cost for that Arabian coast, if you know what I mean. Just having loads of little battle pets is nice. Government reform. Or well, I don't have one yet, but I think the thing that I'm going to take is curtail noble privileges, because the amirs need to not have like 100% influence. It's like average autonomy in your realm. So the less autonomy you have, the better, and it includes territory. So if you have like loads of territories, it'll just consider that as like 50% autonomy, if you know what I mean. So you just want like no autonomy lands really. And those reforms get quite good. The first one is relatively tame, but then like the ones after that actually get quite good. Like I think the free administrative policies one in tier 4 is one of the better ones. Oh yeah, right. I was gonna do a scornful insult against the Ottomans. Fuck you, Ottomans. Bam! No, it's a Monty Python quote. It was a Monty Python quote. Like the insult. It's like your grandmother smells of elderberries or something. That's what it was. It feels like Monty Python is like somehow like the holy scripture of like nerd culture and fucking everybody quotes it or something.
To me, it is also like what's interesting about like Monty Python quoting is like it's such a they don't quote the fucking episodes a lot. You know what I mean? Like,
Yeah, they only quote the movies, really. Yeah.
yeah, like I was like, the fucking Python story is I think related to me because I grew up with it like my family actually movies and stuff.
Yeah.
So it's like okay, it's gonna be a fucking while to get through all these
I think the
the Monty Python show and all that shit. Actually,
the first John Cleese thing that I ever watched was like A Fish Called Wanda, and I watched that like 10 years ago or something, if not more. So yeah, that goes to show you how much like yeah, no, I discovered Monty Python. Well, like I guess early uh life cycle wise, but I imagine it was already quite well in its resurgence when I stumbled upon it. Oh yeah, my uncle had it. My uncle had Monty Python and the Holy Grail, the same one that is the jeweler. Michel or Michael or however you. Uh, Stroopwafel something. Yeah. Jesus. No, it's also in Spain. It's also quite a common name. Like in Cadiz, there was a governor that my parents knew that was called Caesar. So you'd have like posters that say "Vote for Caesar." If he was really like living up to his namesake, he'd just take over military control. But a real Caesar would have just plunged the country into civil war.
the weekend play. How refreshing.
Give me a second. And I'm back. Sorry, the sun started shining, so I had to take off my shirt because fuck, the temperature rises by like 1 billion degrees over here. Okay, this is not a. Let's see what kind of piece I can make because I don't think it's really like worth super insanely destroying these guys. I don't think provinces inherit separatism or anything, do they? I mean, it would make sense if they do, and it would make sense from a game mechanic standpoint if they don't, but it would make sense from like a gameplay thing if they do, or from like a realism thing if they do. Well, I want the Red Sea area, and Tigray doesn't really have any. Fuck, the development here is so shit. God, it's not like Germany over here. I have to like really like go for these fucking guys. Yeah, alright, so yeah, their allies are over there. Oh wow, they'll literally just sell out for money, these guys. Oh no, that's those guys, alright. Yeah, I gotta... Any of their fucking sweet desert, even though they have ivory there, but... Don't think I want that. Sweet desert, bro. Wait. Oh, they're actually fucking... Dulkadir is actually fucking winning against Akrumulu. Oh, Moorish refugees. Hell yeah. I want Moorish refugees. For, it's like the one that Austria gets for Byzantine refugees is the Moors that come to me, if you know what I mean. The Moors in Spain, if you're like, you know, those Moors.
Otherwise, I like to call them ants.
Huh.
I don't know why I did pronounce it like horribly wrong there. I don't know.
It's Meer in Dutch. Only traitors have anything to fear. Can't vassalize those guys. Why would I ever vassalize all these people? Alright, boop, 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 boop. The nice thing is these are very like low development provinces, so it isn't like I'm not fucking like breaking the bank on on like taking these places. Okay, toot toot toot. And I think I'll just yeah. Oh, that is not. They do not have the money to pay me what I want to be paid. I guess I'll just fight them some more. Yeah, because the nice thing is the Ethiopians do have like quite a fucking bank on them, so and looting their area is quite nice. Yep. reasonable peace offer. Like literally none of these places are above development 10 that I'm taking, so. But that was a nice injection of funds for sure.
I've been getting a lot of German states.
Yeah. Yeah, like this is like even though I say like we haven't had like um a buff to Europe in a while, this is like a really like it's like an indirect but a massive buff to Europe. This because Europe has a really high concentration of development, like China does as well, but Europe has more, if you know what I mean. And it pretty much means that like the German, French, like British, like really those guys, and I guess Italian too, like they really like profit from this whole not having to go incredibly wide thing. I say Spain, like the reason I don't include Spain into this is because sure they have favorable trade, but they don't really have high development, if you know what I mean. Yeah, they're a very weak nation propped up by their trade location. Like even when they unite their like even when like a player plays them and they usually unite their like region, they're still like maybe half the strength of France. I mean that'd also be an interesting game, like tall Spain, right? Like try and make Spain great again, like really profit off those colonies and bring that development back home, you know? Yeah, no, like like you get like a powerful colonial empire, but you as a result of that you're super decentralized power wise. So like the idea would be like using the wealth you get from your colonial nations and pouring that into advisors and then pouring that into development, if you know what I mean. As just like a tall playing, like not as like a competitive strategy, but just as like tall Spain where you don't really like aside from your peninsula, um, you don't like advance further into Europe and just kind of like develop yourself, you know? So you get to go tall and wide. You get to go wide because you have colonial nations, but you get to go tall because you just use it for tall development. Okay. So don't an okay spot.
Oh yeah, get 6 apartments. Pretty good.
Nice. Okay.
These guys will even give me the existing guys that get speeds.
Nice. Let's see. Humanist, which is not something I'm gonna go for. Offensive ideas, that might be something. Like I'm just looking at like what gets me more diplomatic relations in this fucking game in terms of policies, and influence gives me one with humanist, and diplomatic gives me one with defensive. But I think I'll have to take influence just because it's so good for what I'm doing at the moment. Oh, Beja expanded, I think. Permanent claims, they ain't going anywhere. Fucking so many people just want to be my friend. Yeah. Yeah. Shit. Okay, so. Oh, Aquara, Aquilmu, or whatever their name is. You card. I think the Byzantine Empire just got attacked. Yeah, they did by the Ottomans. Rip Byzantines. Rip, 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 rip. Ledger, military. Highest discipline. Oh, it's not actually these guys. Who has the strongest total army? I still have more soldiers than the Ottomans do, but I'm pretty sure they have higher discipline than I do. Pretty fucking sure. Only by 5 though, so that's not too crazy. Fuck. It's like, if I were to attack the Ottomans, the Great Horde would accept, but the fucking Hungarians are in such fucking shit situation. Oh man, it might just be worth like dropping my alliance with them in all honesty. Like, I was considering doing that, like, the second I saw they were at war, but I didn't like. I was like, maybe their war will end quickly, and then it's like I look at this fucking situation, and I'm like, well, I guess I'm fucking stupid then. It's fine. You definitely would have a interest in allying with me. Boop, boop. Influence. Nobody would. The Bazd, they'll accept. The Germ. I mean, Dolkadir is actually quite close, but right. You are my new forward alliance, Dolkadir. I figured I'd be getting the Renaissance through trade, but I guess not. Yeah, they keep separatism from their previous conquests.
That's what I assumed, because otherwise it would be like.
Yeah, you could exploit it quite hard, I imagine. Then. This shit that's gonna rebel, I'm just gonna make it rebel even harder, you know, because might as well get the autonomy. Ethiopian separatists gonna Ethiopian separatist, I guess. Where will they pop up the? They can just pop up anywhere, really. Hey, innovativeness. Actually, like I'm looking at the Mameluke ideas, and they're actually pretty fucking good. In all honesty, they're not bad at all. The Ottomans are front-loaded with discipline, and I don't get that until later, but still, it's not too bad. Alright, I have. So scornful insult. BAM! And I think I also dislike France, so I'm gonna send a fucking scornful insult to them too. BAM! Oh, I don't think it stacks. Damn. Damn. Yeah, I was about to say. Oh well, that was a waste. Kind of. Science. Oh, free thinker. Nice. He's nice. Jesus Christ. Oh, oh, never mind. I was about to say, like, are the fucking Byzantines winning? Like, no, they're not. Well, that would be insane if they were. No, because I saw that they had like an area occupied. Like, you know what I mean? They have like the east of Anatolia occupied. Georgia? Emirati, okay. Oh yeah, they're personal union with Emirati. Well, I hope that fucking worked out for the Emirati. But yeah, no, it's good. The more resistance they fucking provide, the better for me. Jeez. I need to deal with the fucking Ottoman issue or sooner rather than later because they're just gonna go crazy. But I have like a nice net of alliances that is kind of like there to deal with them, and they don't really have any fucking friends. So they have Temeclan, which is like, oh, Temeclan. Imagine their manpower is quite drained, right? Surely Ottoman manpower is drained. Nope, they have fucking plenty of manpower. Then there was many troops in action then. What are the ideas? Did they get ideas yet? No, not yet. Hey, the Byzantines still have 9k troops. Yeah, more than they normally do, for sure. Uh,
wonder what I should do. Curtail the replicas.
Um, I usually go for curtail. That's usually what I go because I feel like money is more important than manpower. And
Feels like an event like the Nautilus Rise.
no, not as far as I can tell. I've played like quite a couple of years with it, and it's not like, you know, fucking Noble Revolution or something like that. Sure. But yeah, no. Like, and if both of us can agree that something is relatively useful with our combined, you know, like 4 million hours in EU4, then it must be true, right? There's no way it could be wrong. Hey, Dolkadir expanded. Look at that shit. Look at that Dolkadir. Yeah.
I expanded by 2 provinces.
Grand Dolkadir. It's always good when, if you are planning to have a war with like a power that is great or greater than the one that you have, that you're gonna fight in somebody else's lands and not your own. You know, like gonna fight in Dolkadir's lands. So I enacted Curtail the Noble, and it hasn't. Maybe it takes like a month for it to take effect. Imagine so, I guess. Yeah, it does. It takes a month. Okay, good. I can recruit men from Egyptian lands. Sure. More manpower is always nice. What is the Ottoman Navy like? I've really not been paying attention to any of that shit. 7 galleys, so they do have me navally outshipped, which is not great. You know what? Fucking cogs. Actually, yeah, I can. Oh, I can do this fucking whole selling them shit. So I just have to sail them into like allied territory, and then I can sell them. I can't see the button for it. Is it a mission? Like, how do you actually sell them? Oh, it's a diplomatic option. Right. I remember now. I fucking don't really use this feature a whole lot. Yeah, it is. It's better than disbanding them, which is what I would have done otherwise. Okay. who is in massive debt. Yep. Okay. Welcome back. Selling ships to somebody who isn't in massive fucking debt. Oh god, not even Aragon will fucking take him. Not even, because they're all at their fucking fleet limit. Those sick fucks. You don't want any transports, do you? Alright. Oh no 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 no, don't do this to me. Template build ships. Don't build them in the fucking Red Sea. You fuck. Like yes, let's go construct our galleys in the Red Sea where they will just sit there, never doing anything. Not sell province. Sell ship. Fuck. Nobody wants my fucking ships. Ships for sale. Ships for sale. Like, not even for free, so that's how, like, terrible it is. Oh my god.
Fucking my guy died back again.
Yeah. Yeah, that was like, the whole Regency declaring war thing is like the single thing that, like, fucking made Regencies not, like, fucking insta-reload if you were doing anything in, like, single player. Because you're like in the 14-year Regency, that would mean that 14 years of peace, which if you were waiting for that, sure, but fucking if not, then Jesus Christ.
That guy was bring over to
Yeah.
right now, and it happened. That actually happened in HG. I'm about to get the next.
In the end, I couldn't fucking sell my ships then, because most people already fucking had transports, turns out. Oh, they're still there's this war with the fucking Byzantines is still going on.